Birth of an Island by Millicent E. Selsam. Many of thousands of years ago, far off in the middle of a big ocean, miles from the nearest land, a crack opened in the undersea volcano. With a rumble and a roar, an explosion of red-hot lava and burning ashes burst forth. Huge black clouds swirled to the sky. The water boiled, and white steam mixed with the fiery cloud. The hot lava piled higher and higher and spread wider and wider. In this way, slowly, an island rose up in the sea. The hot lava cooled and stiffened into shining black rock. Hot sun beat down on the rock. Cool rains fell. Now hot, now cold, the rock split and gradually broke into pieces. In the course of time, a fine crumbly soil covered the island. Where the rock met the sea, waves dashed against it, tore away pieces, and ground them to sand. Nothing lived on the naked soil, not as yet. But slowly, through the years, the island became covered with green plants, and slowly, animals began to move over its beaches and hills. How did they get there? This story will be about a tropical island surrounded by warm seas. But the way the plants and animals come to this little bit of earth in the sea is a story of how plants and animals have spread from one island to another all over the world. Around the island, the wind roared, the ocean crashed, and the birds flapped their wings. The wind, the sea, and the birds were at work bringing life to the new island. From the land nearest the new island, the wind picked up seeds light as dust, seeds with delicate airy parachutes or silky hairs that kept them drifting through the air. And from the land near and far, the wind brought little spiders and other insects so light they could sail on the air currents. But the wind was also loaded with invisible clouds of living things too tiny to see. Millions of the world's smallest plants, the bacteria, floated in the air. Some of these fell on the island and multiplied. Countless dust-like cells called spores were carried by the wind. These too fell on the island and sprouted like seeds. Some grew into algae, the simplest plant made up of a single cells or thin sheets of cells. Others grew into molds. Some were spores of ferns. Although the wind brought so many living things to the island, only the plants could grow there at first. Only they, in sunlight, could manufacture food from the minerals of the soil, water, and carbon dioxide of the air. While many animals landed on the island, they could find no food. A spider spun its web in vain because there was no insects it could catch in its silky threads. Insects could stay until there were plants for them to eat. So the plants had to be the pioneer life on this island.